Hello and welcome back to Exit Corners. Today we're going to be playing chapter 5, which is called One Step at a Time. On the last chapter, a couple of things happened. We ended up in a game where there seemed to be a bit more danger than there has been so far. So like the lift started filling up with water. We have a claustrophobic girl in the game, so like it kind of makes you question, is that on purpose for her, or you know, that could just be a coincidence, but like the danger was hinted to before, but we didn't actually really feel it until this latest one. Except it also so far to me seems like a little bit false danger, because if one person solved the puzzle, we all got out. So like, it's not as if Liza, say, who didn't solve the puzzle, was going to be left there to die by herself because we solved it for her. And like, between the 5 of us, you would think someone's going to solve that puzzle, right? So like, I'm sure it's going to ramp up probably, but so far I'm like, I'm just sus. I'm like, let's see what's happening. And then it was also mentioned that maybe Sent, who is the person who created this game, is among us. And again, I'm like, I don't think so. I mean, there's not many of us right now, and we all seem like, well, I mean, we haven't known each other for very long, so I'm not saying I trust everyone, but I don't see who it could be at this point. Unless it's us. But why would it be us? We also were just studying and now we're here. So, I think that's kind of a recap of the previous chapter. Let's just see what happens. I don't know. I'm just trying to think. I don't know what I think is going to happen. Like, I don't have any idea really yet. Sent is one of us. Like, it feels like a revenge thing or something, but I don't know. With just one simple phrase, Liza had everyone on edge. Way to go, Liza. Ink racked his brains trying to disprove her theory, but kept coming back empty. Was Sent really one of the 5 contestants? Just because you can't prove it's not, it doesn't mean it is though. Like, so one of our arguments was because everything is automated, but I reject that, because the building is set to blow up in 24 hours. So like, of course it's going to be automated. He's not going to be here getting blown up himself as well. Okay. The party made their way into the stairwell connected to the elevator hall. The quiet of distrust hung in the air. Ink stood limply at the base of the stairs as he waited for anyone, to break the silence. While none of the other contestants were eager to speak to him, it appears that Sean had something to say. Ink whipped out his Gemini and sat on the floor back against the wall. I did think of something, actually. You know how basically the thingy was destroyed a while ago, the hotel? And remember, like, we had the option to say we could have time traveled, and I was like, well, no. Like, I'm not saying we have time traveled. I don't think that's what's happened. But remember that the numbers on the Gemini look like it could have been a 7 or a 1. So, like, that could be time shenanigans. You never know. This device could be communicating through time, you know? Ink, are you still there, bud? I'm getting worried. Yeah, I'm here. Why did you stop messaging me? I was just confused, that's all. I still am. I'm more confused than you are, to be honest. Oh, alright there, Sean. Who are you? Would you mind giving me a quick rundown of what's going on? Yeah, on one condition. Yeah, what is it? I hadn't thought about it until now, but even though Sean Ward is what's written here in this PDA, I don't know if you're really him. I'm sure you understand that anyone could be in possession of the PDA you're holding. So what, you want me to tell you something only I would know? If you wouldn't mind, how about you come up with 3 things that only the 2 of us would know? Be specific. Okay, no problem. Give me a sec to type it out. I mean, now that I think about it, he has every reason to ask us the same thing. It's like, how does he know he isn't just being completely pranked? First thing, I met you in high school, but we only really started hanging out when you enrolled at Belbridge University. We caught up at that old downtown bookstore you used to visit back when it was still open. Second, you absolutely hate the name Kim. Why? And I am just about the only person at Belbridge University who knows that. Not Kim! I love Kim. Kim is one of my favourite video game characters. I'm not saying which game, but if you know, you know. FYI, you still haven't told me the full story. Oh, is that like an ex or something? And finally, you're a complete wimp when it comes to girls. Seriously, you've got a lot of catching up to do if you want to be like your main man Sean. Remember that night at the campus pub? That blonde girl was mad into you, but you ended up chickening out. You spent the rest of that night getting smashed and ended up puking all over my couch. Classic. You probably didn't need to list that last one. Hey, you told me to be specific. Well, at least I know it's really you, smartass. I try my best. Anyway, how about that rundown? I'm not sure how quick I can make it, but here goes. Okay, so. Ink did his best to provide a quick but thorough summary of the day's events. It took some effort, but after enough explanation, Sean appeared to have a good understanding of Ink's situation. So, you're a contestant and I'm your contact, is that right? Yes, I'm one of 5 contestants and they all have their own contacts too. And that girl you woke up with, she's a contestant too? Yeah. What's her name? I don't think that's important. You never know. So what's her name, bud? Ether. Ether? Weird. And on the scale from 1 to 10, what would you rate her? Really, Sean? My life is in danger and you're worried about how good looking my fellow captives are? I'm just wondering. Besides, if I help rescue you guys, that'd probably score me big points with the... Know what I'm saying? Can you stop fooling around and help me get out of here? Maybe Sean set this all up so that he could get a girl. Alright, what do you want me to do then? Tell the police to go to a hotel that doesn't exist? The first thing I'd like you to do is go to my dorm room. Your dorm? Why? The last place I remember being... Oh, that's the last place I remember being before my abduction. There might be some clues there or something. Is your door locked? Hell if I know, you might have to break in. Sure, I'll message you as soon as I Houdini my way into your room. Thanks man, I'll talk to you later. Keke, ciao. So that's a good plan actually, because like that's the last place that we were. Maybe there'll be some signs of a scuffle. Maybe there'll be nothing at all. Maybe there'll be like a letter from our captor. I don't know, could be anything. Ink lifted his head from the screen. He had been speaking to Sean for so long. He expected the other contestants to have already left. He was half right in his assumption. Only 2 of the other contestants were still around. Ray looks like he's thinking real hard about something. He'll probably just yell at me if I try to talk to him though. I guess I'll bug Beth instead. Hey, Beth. Ether and Liza are already upstairs? That's right. Why don't you head on up too? I'll join you when I finish messaging my son. Hey, Ether poked her head around the corner before scampering down the stairs. What's up, Ether? There's a puzzle at the top of the stairs. It would be nicer if we had a bit more help. And, from what I can tell, there don't appear to be traps anywhere in the stairwell. So if that's why any of you were worried... Don't get the wrong idea. I was busy messaging Sean, that's all. But there's another reason you came back downstairs, isn't there, Ether? You wouldn't have just scrambled down just for that. Liza's being difficult. I don't think she wants to be left alone with me. Why? She doesn't trust you. I didn't want to get into an argument with her, so I came back down here. Don't let her get to you. I don't think she trusts any of us. That's true, I guess. So, what were you thinking of doing now? Oh, I'm gonna wait for Beth, or I'll get started on the puzzle. Oh, I'm gonna wait for Beth. I wonder if she'll tell us anything about the conversations she's having. I'm gonna wait for Beth. I'll be upstairs momentarily. Even if Liza doesn't trust you, I think you ought to go upstairs and keep an eye on her in the meantime. I'm not sure I trust her, you know? We won't be long. Oh wow, we're just pieing her off? Oh, well, alright. I didn't know that's what we were gonna do. Daintily, Ether made her way back up the stairs, around the corner and out of sight. Why are you waiting for me? I told you to go. Oh. I was just wondering, what are you messaging your son about? Is he trying to get us out of here? Yes, he said he'd do his best. Right now, though, I'm just trying to get caught up with him. The last time we spoke was well over 10 years ago. I want to know how my son is doing. That's what I thought. Don't you think that can wait, though? Well, I mean, we might die, so no, it can't really wait. I think we should focus on escaping for now. If we make it out of here, you can talk to him in person. Exactly, if. Is that so? Come on, let's get to work on the puzzle. So it's been 10 years since she spoke to him. And it's 20 years since the hotel was demolished. And what if we don't make it out of here? How am I supposed to tell Earl the 1,000 things I wish to tell him? If we keep our wits about us, that won't happen. We're making pretty good time and we avoided getting killed by that elevator trap easily enough. Now we're getting cocky. Like, how do you know we're making pretty good time? We don't know, like, how many puzzles there are or anything like that. Isn't it just the... Oh, it isn't just the traps I'm worried about. What if one of the others tries to kill me? What if you try to kill me? Beth? What? Why would I want to kill you? Why would anyone want to kill you? You might be sent. Oh, Liza. Seriously? You think I'm sent? I'm not going to discount the possibility. I need to be ready in case you decide to throw me down these stairs when we reach the top. Beth, how could you even say something like that? I don't think we should be saying, like, accusing her like that. I think we should be like, I get ya. It's not, well, I don't intend to kill you. Like, you know, something more reassuring than accusing her. Because we should also be wary of her, you know? Sent is a sadist. I wouldn't put it past him. Forcing a tired old woman to fight for her life is cruel enough. Who is to say he won't just kill me off now and done with it? He won't go through all this effort, I don't think. Where is she getting these ideas from? Is her son, like, feeding, like, information to be like, be wary of others? Don't say that. You aren't dying anytime soon, you hear? I'm old, Ink. Old and exhausted. I grow weaker every year. These days, even something as simple as stairs is enough to give me trouble. Even if I make it out of here, how much longer do I have? That's so sad. Ink was at a loss for words. How was he supposed to respond to that? Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to die one day. Probably today. You are too. You're gonna die, whether it be today or in 50 years. Be ready. Oh no, don't make me start thinking about this stuff. It's true. As speechless Ink reached the top of the steps. I didn't mean to scare you, Ink. Just know that death doesn't discriminate. Too many people realize this too late. Maybe she's sent. Talk to those you love. Don't leave anything unsaid. I understand. This isn't just info for Ink, by the way. This is for everyone. You know? Appreciate all the time you have. And try to find happiness with whatever time you have left, even if you are sent. How can she smile after saying all that? Because she's mature and she's got a lot of life experience? Ink! Can you give us a hand? This one seems pretty tricky. Okay, gotta clear my head a little. Let's solve this thing. Let's do it! Okay. The answer is 10. 10. No. Okay, hold on. Let's reset that. Let's think. So we've got the regular space and we've got the negative space. We don't have any negative full blocks. The answer is 10, but it's not number 10, so it's not the 10th letter of the alphabet. I mean, we can just make pretty patterns. The answer is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 by 4 this time. So we do have a middle row. Just try it right. So my thought process is like, what are these going to be attached to? They could be attached to a thing like that. Is it gonna be like... no. Oh, there's only one. I was like, is it gonna be a heart? We've got like 6 blocks. Like, I feel like it's gonna be symmetrical, but why would it be if it was 10? Are we just trying to make... Sorry, that's 1. $10. 1, 0. That could be 10. Okay, who are we gonna ask? Liza's been here for a while. What do you want? I was just going to see if you had come up with anything regarding the puzzle. Alright, I guess I forgot to mention I've already solved it. Really? Of course not! Don't you think I would have told you already if I had? It's just that you're always really quiet when we're doing puzzles. It's hard to tell what you're thinking. Good. Now leave me be. I'll let you know if I think of anything. I'm gonna ask her again. She's focused on the screen, so she must be thinking of, something, but forget it. She'd just yell at me if I tried to talk to her. Looks like we won't be getting any help from her for the 5th time. Okay. That's her done. Who do we want to ask? So we've talked to Beth and Ray a lot during the puzzle. Let's ask Aoife. The answer is 10. What do you think it means? Well, you can't really get any more to the point than with that clue. But if the other puzzles are anything to go by, there's something we aren't being told. Yeah, 10. Oh, I've read them as the wrong people. Yeah, 10, huh? I wonder. So yeah, there's something we haven't been told. I got that much. What if we like... $10. You know, like a 1 and a 0. Got any more for me, Aoife? Hey, Ink. How are we supposed to denote 10? That's a good question. The triangular tiles make it difficult to form any discernible shape. Writing out 10 with digits is out of the question. There aren't enough pieces, and they aren't even the right shape. Oh, it's gonna be like Roman numerals X or something. Writing out 10 in letters doesn't work either. We don't have too many pieces to work with, so whatever it is we're supposed to make, it's probably simple. There must be some other way of denoting 10 that we haven't thought of. Is it X? Yeah, I think 10 is X in Roman numerals. Oh God. Alright, hold on then. If we look at the... Okay. If we look at the negative space again, then that's the center of an X. So these are probably there like that. Yeah, this is happening now. Oh, look, it's starting to take shape. There. Hey! I didn't even think of that. I'm very grateful for the puzzles. The hints. The hints for the puzzles. There we go. The answer is 10. Clever. Oh God. Sent. Well done, contestants. You're making great progress thus far. I am truly in awe of your puzzle-solving prowess. I can only hope you're all enjoying Exit Corners as much as I am. Don't fret, we are just getting started. I have a lot more in store for all of you. Oh boy. If you are not, in fact, having fun, then I offer my deepest condolences. I will strive to provide a more entertaining game for you. Who the hell would find this kind of game entertaining? Who would do that? Not me. At the very least, you've avoided drowning. Speaking of which, you're probably all still soaking wet. How inhospitable of me. I shall facilitate the drying process post-haste. We're not going in like a furnace, are we? Avoid getting too cozy though, or you could die. Would it kill him to be a little less cryptic? I think you could die isn't being cryptic. I think he's telling us that we could die. Maybe. Unless that's a riddle. It could be a riddle. What do you expect? What do you expect? This is fun for him. Ray, what the hell were you doing down there? Me? I was just following up on a theory of mine. I came to solve the puzzle, but I guess you guys had already taken care of that. I thought you might have needed my help, but if one of you is sent, then I guess you already know all the solutions. Yeah, well, this is the kind of thing that I was talking about, like with the fact that the puzzles were group and not individual. Not you too, Ray. Is that really what you think? Until I know what the fuck is going on, I'm not giving any of you the benefit of the doubt. Or could it be a double bluff? Come on, now isn't the time to distrust each other. Our best chance of getting out of here is to work together. Maybe it's a psychology experiment from the university and it's ether. Teamwork is garbage. I'll beat this whole thing on my own if I have to. Wait! What do you want? Aren't you going to tell us what that theory of yours was? What did I just tell you? I don't trust any of you. How would letting you know benefit me in any way? Benefit me in any way? I just thought you'd be kind enough to share. You're really smart, so whatever your theory is, you're probably on the right track. Again, I don't think sharing is being kind, like... It's more just he's trying not to die. You trying to butter me up or something? Sounds like it. Maybe a little. Come on, Ray. Are you seriously just gonna leave us chomping at the bit like this? Oh, please. It's obvious this is just a cry for attention. Is that what you think? Prove me wrong then. You're just trying to... Honestly, every single time. The last thing I need is a headache from listening to the two of you squabble. Ray, either tell us your theory or refrain from speaking. Jeez, you people just don't let up. I guess sharing wouldn't really change anything. Since apparently the 4 elements was demolished some time ago, I'm trying to figure out where the hell we actually are. My theory is that we're underground somewhere. Underground? What made you think that? One of the first things I noticed after waking up was that there aren't any windows in here. Oh, it got me thinking. Yeah, like most hotel rooms have windows. Is that really abnormal? That abnormal? Of course it is. This was something that was bothering me as well. Sunlight is essential to keep the body's internal clock accurate. Without windows, the only way to tell the time indoors would be to look at a clock. It's unnatural. This is why casinos are commonly void of windows, so that gamblers lose track of time and continue playing games. Really, that's messed up. Some dedicated gamblers warp their internal clocks so much that they pass out and are sent to hospital. It's sad, really. Oh, I've never been to a casino, so I had no idea. One day. Let's not get distracted, guys. So there aren't any windows. That doesn't necessarily mean we're underground though, does it? I mean, Scent wouldn't want us to be able to see the outside of the hotel anyway. We'd know where we were instantly. Yeah, but right, if this was a real hotel, there would still be windows, they'd just be covered up. That's what I thought at first, but if we aren't underground, then why are we headed up? I was surprised when we started going up. The bottom half of the stairwell is blocked off. Couldn't it be possible that we're heading up now only to head down again later? Yes. I'm not so sure about that. Think about our situation logistically. I don't follow. Pretend you're Scent. Oh hey, maybe you don't need to pretend. Either way, I don't care how rich you are. If you're gonna build a facility this complex to host exit corners, you're gonna try and build as efficiently as possible. Any extra space is useless, especially since you're planning on blowing it up at the end of the day. The more complicated you make our intended path, the more likely that problems crop up. Depends on the purpose of the game though, doesn't it? Like, if you need more rooms, you need more rooms. I'd wager that Scent wants to keep potential complications to a minimum. Well, when you put it that way, it does sound pretty convincing. Don't it? So I decided to have a look at those chairs at the bottom of the stairs. There are a bunch of them piled high, but I wanted to see what was underneath. And what did you find? It's just concrete. The chairs weren't actually covering anything up. I don't even know why they're even there. For like the illusion? Concrete? That's it? That doesn't tell us anything. Oh, shut up. I'm not an expert, but I think that's proof I was right and there's nothing below us. How do you know that your proof is concrete? That's just... that was good. That was great. Well, I don't know if the pun was intended. Well, I mean, it was. That's just my intuition. You can go and have a look for yourself if you want. Draw your own conclusions. I think your theory is flawed, Ray. Yeah? Why is that? No matter how wealthy Scent is, he can't just slap an underground facility together just by snapping his fingers. He'd need to hire contractors to arrange construction for him. There are countless regulations in place that need to be followed for the project to even leave the planning phase. Underground facilities have even tighter building regulations. But this isn't exactly legal, is it? Buildings as big as this one require an automatic sprinkler system on all underground floors, and yet, I haven't seen a single one. How the hell do you know all that? It's in the International Building Code. I once looked into getting an underground home, so I did some research. I never ended up buying one though. In any case, I don't think it's possible that we're underground. Huh. Yeah, well, I stand by what I said. I don't think there's anything below us. I don't see how that can be correct, but believe what you will. What do you mean you don't see how that could be correct? Can you not consider the possibility that it was just built, like, in secret? Like, rich people get away with all sorts of shit. And I mean, even if we're not underground, it doesn't mean that there could still not be nothing below us. As much as I want to tell them they're both right, something definitely doesn't add up here. Forget it. This is just making me angry. Can we move on now? Ink shrugged. Ray heaved the large iron door open and slipped through, followed by Beth and Liza. What the fuck was that? Oh, just the door? I thought we'd been, like, left behind. You look like you want to tell me something, Aoife. Sort of. Think we could talk privately for a bit? Sure. What's on your mind? You've noticed it too, right? Everyone is acting so hostile. Yeah, I've noticed it. It's pretty hard not to. What little trust we had for each other has vanished. Everyone thinks that Scent is one of us. Do you think so too, Ink? Is Scent really one of us? Right. The thing is, right, if Scent is one of us, then they're acting really well. Like, the way that Ray and Beth are having their theories, it feels like it can't be either of them. I don't feel like it's Liza. Like, so that would leave us two. What if it's her? I want to say no though, because I don't. Although, well, I mean, it is possible. We're not exactly saying yes, are we? I want to say no. Do you think so too, Ink? Is Scent really one of us? I have to say it's possible. It's possible, I'm not going to deny that. But at the same time, I don't want to believe that Scent is one of us unless I have proof. We're all innocent until proven guilty, right? Right, so you trust everyone? Oh, no, that... Why are you so, like, black or white, Aoife? Like, there's shades to this. Oh, apparently we do trust everyone. Yeah, for now. But not for long by the looks of things. The reason I asked was to see if we could come up with a way to dispel some of the group's paranoia. I don't think we're going to get very far in Exit Corners if we're all so distrustful of one another. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's tough to act like a team when everyone's suspicious of everyone else. You and I seem to be on the same page, but I'm not sure if we'll really inspire camaraderie in the others so easily. They're an opinionated bunch, that's for sure. Did you have anything in mind? To get everyone to trust one another, I mean? Oh, why don't we try some improv games? Or charades, or charades, or however you say that. Everyone loves charades. Charades. I'm not sure the others would be really down for that. I was kidding, you dog. Oh, I really thought she wasn't kidding. I was like, there's no time for this either. Right, I knew that. I'm not always so gloomy, you know. I've been told I'm pretty playful on a normal day. Is that so? Looks like I'll have to catch you on a normal day then. The two contestants shared a warm smile. Ink felt a shiver creep up his spine. Oh no, what's wrong with me? This is not the time. Get it together, Ink. Wait, is it just because we like her? I thought that we were having a nosebleed again. He cleared his throat in an attempt to steer the conversation back on course. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to successfully convince the other contestants. Rose, I'm really sorry about the cat. She is being so noisy. There's like nothing I can do about it. Stop it, Rose. It's just constantly in the background. I'm really sorry. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to... Oh yeah, I've just read that. Oh, why not? The rest of them seem to be beyond persuasion. The only way we're going to be able to get everyone to work together is if we provide them irrefutable proof that Scent isn't one of us. Oh, we're going to come up with some kind of proof? I mean, I don't think it's too far gone. Like, come on, you're being a bit dramatic there. It's a shame neither of us will be able to. We've been at Scent's mercy from the outset of Exit Corners. He has complete control and there isn't a damn thing we can do about it. The amount of planning that went into this game is insane. I don't think Scent would be careless enough to leave any compromising information lying around. Don't get discouraged, Ink. There must be something Scent overlooked. Even if there was, who says we'll be able to find it? Have some confidence. You're the detective, remember? You're gonna lead by example. I also happen to think you're a pretty smart dude. If anyone's gonna outsmart Scent, it's going to be you. I'm glad you think so, Ether, but I'm just an English student. Oh, we study English. My skill set doesn't exactly lend itself to this. Of course it does. You're a reader, right? I'm sure you've read your fair share of detective novels. Oh, well, I missed whatever was said there. And I'm sure your spelling and grammar are impeccable. Are you being serious right now? Absolutely. So it's settled. The first step to be in Exit Corners is to prove that Scent isn't among us using spelling and grammar. Huh? So wow, it's annoying when it just skips sometimes a line. Like obviously it happens for a reason, but I just entirely missed it. Yeah, why not? So how are we gonna do that with grammar and spelling? That's not good for me. I'm no speller. And that was chapter 5, one step at a time. Let's have a quick little look then in the standings. So Ether is high. Liza's still not improved. It's looking fine, I think. Chapter select, like to have a sneak peek. Oh no, the next chapter is called Celsius. Remember when Scent said that we're gonna dry off in the next room, and I said, hopefully not in a furnace. Okay, let's see what happens next then. Right, I'll just finish this video here then, because I would like to jump into the next one and see what happens. Thank you so much for watching. That was chapter 5, and I'll see you very soon for chapter 6. Goodbye.